Welcome to Relationship Realities with
Roland
and Reyna. We're going to give you a little funny, a little crazy, and a whole lot of reality.
Welcome to returning listeners.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome. Also, if you're a new listener, welcome as well.
Yes.
You're going to have a lot of fun. So last episode, online dating.
That was definitely an interesting episode.
It was entertaining, to say the least.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yes, it definitely was. Also, make sure you stop by RRwithRR.com. Okay. We have all of our social media buttons like YouTube and whatnot in the upper right corner, so make sure you check that out. So today is about communication.
Yes, very important part of any relationship.
Yes, it is. Now, today, we're going to go over a little scenario.
Yes.
We're going to throw a little basic scenario, communication scenario. And then after that, we're going to get into another kind of scenario. We were going to do a scenario about it. But we got into such a discussion on it that we're just going to make it a discussion where we're going to ask for your feedback as well.
Yes, we would love to hear what you think about this.
Yes, and I'm very passionate about the subject, so stick around.
Yes, hopefully
that.
Roland doesn't throw his headphones across the room.
Yeah, I'm hoping I don't either. So, getting into the scenario, we are going to play ourselves in this scenario. So, I'm going to be Reyna's boyfriend. Okay.
Now, mind you, there are two different scenarios, the same situation, but we're going to go at the scenario in two different ways so that you hear the two differences in how we communicate.
Yes. And kind of our afterthoughts after each scenario is completed.
Right.
Like what we would be thinking at that point. So we're just going to go ahead and start it off.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, babe, I'm going to the gym.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the gym. Now, you haven't been to the gym in quite some time. Oh, wait. You haven't been to the gym in quite some time. I know the last time I asked, you tried to talk over me. But it would be really nice if you just went with me to the gym because you haven't been in a while.
I had a long day and I just would rather not.
You said that last time, though.
Well, I didn't feel like it last time either.
Well, okay, so we're going to have a repeat of last time. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to head to the gym. I'm going to the gym. Okay. And I'll see you when I get back, okay?
Sure. Yeah, okay.
All right.
So that's the end of that little scenario.
Yes.
And for me, from the woman's point of view, or the woman in this scenario, I'm obviously feeling kind of attacked a little bit, because it seems as though you are coming at me and
aggressively.
I feel very aggressively, and I feel less than like you are taking note of how often I go to the gym, or you're kind of making me feel bad about not going to the gym, which for me personally makes me feel even worse, and it makes me really not want to go to the gym anymore.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that would. From my perspective, I'm kind of feeling like you just didn't want to go again.
Right.
I don't understand why you don't want to go with me. So, and since it was repeated, I definitely don't understand it now.
Right.
I also, I guess, feel not attacked, but just kind of like let down.
Right. And of course, since I'm not telling you how I'm feeling, you don't understand that.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not communicating that.
I'm feeling a little heavy this month. I looked in the mirror this morning and I'm feeling really self-conscious because I know I gained a couple pounds. So I don't really have anything that fits me, and I don't want to be embarrassed when I go to the gym. So that's why I've been putting it off and not wanting to go, because I don't want to go out and embarrass you and look horrible, because I feel like I look horrible.
And from my perspective, it's not even about the way you look.
Right.
right? It's just the idea of you going with me.
Right. And I'm sure that thought didn't even cross your mind that
No.
I was feeling overweight or that I didn't like the way I looked or, et cetera.
Right. So to conclude the whole thing, that was not constructive
Right.
whatsoever. There was
Definitely.
nothing constructive. Aggressive persuasion in a relationship, friend, family, anything, is just not ever good.
Right. Right. And especially if you are in an intimate relationship, and you are not feeling happy about the way that you look, trust me, I have definitely been there. I have battled with different, at different times of my life with depression, especially about body image. And I can honestly say that it's probably one of the worst feelings ever. And if you don't feel that you can communicate that to your partner, it kind of sends you into this downward spiral because then you are depressed because you can't talk to your partner, but then you have nobody that you can talk to. So then you become more depressed.
Right. It snowballs into itself.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now we're going to move on to the correct one.
Right. The more positive way.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's get going with that. Hey, babe.
Yeah, babe.
Hey, we haven't been to the gym together in a while. I would really love for you to come with me.
Well, I don't really, nothing really fits right. So I don't really want to go.
But honey, don't worry about all that. I just want to be with you. I just want you to be there with me, and I'll assist you, you assist me. We're just going to go have fun.
But nothing fits. Like I feel like it's super tight and then people are going to be looking at me and I'm going to be embarrassed.
Don't worry about them. They don't matter. We're just going together. It's just me and you. We'll have fun. Okay?
As long as we don't have to do cardio, then no.
No, we won't have to do cardio. Don't worry about
Okay.
that. Let's just go have a good time.
Okay, babe.
Okay, let's go. So, now from my perspective, I'm really happy.
Right.
I'm happy that you're going with me. None of that other stuff mattered, right? I really didn't think about the way that you would have felt now that you communicated that with me because I was
Right.
more open, just more sensitive
Right,
in that
exactly.
aspect about it all. It's definitely given me
opened
the
your eyes.
result.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Open my eyes, giving me the result that I wanted.
Right.
And
And it definitely, from my perspective, being comfortable enough to communicate that to you without fear of being ridiculed or fear of, you making me feel even worse than I already feel about it is definitely something that helps. And your positive reinforcement made me not necessarily forget how I was feeling, but it definitely made me feel loved and it made me want to go to the gym with you.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So overall, you would say that that's a lot more constructive.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
I mean, that approach is definitely better. So if you find yourself, I guess, having to be aggressive in a situation like that, you should probably rethink what you need to say and how you
Right.
should say it.
Sometimes it requires you to eat a little slice of humble pie. And I know that is something for a lot of people is difficult. A lot of people have a very, well, this is how I am and take it or leave it. But if you want to get positive results, sometimes you have to be the bigger person
Yes.
and just be calm, be sensitive, and be willing and open to listen and communicate.
Yep. Well said, babe.
Thanks.
Well said, honey. Now, for the discussion.
So we were going to have a scenario about Roland was going to go to a business dinner, business function, and he was going to be gone for several hours. And we were going to have two different scenarios about him communicating with me that he got there safely, a couple communication, text messages, and then communicating with me that he was going to be returning home. That was
Right.
going to be a scenario. And the other one was going to be that there was no communication. So that was kind of where our paths,
Our paths separated
Our points of view.
completely. Completely. Okay, so for me, I don't see why you would not want to communicate to your partner that you've made it there safe. Okay, that you are going to leave and that you're on your way home. Those two things, bare minimum. Okay, wait for it. Also, it doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't take anything but 5 seconds in the middle of what you're doing, maybe heading to the bathroom, to send me a text saying that everything's great or everything's good, everything's smooth, everything's
right.
going the way it should be.
So I had brought up that each relationship has a very different dynamic. There are some relationships like mine and Roland's that we are communicating constantly throughout the day. And if he gets pulled away for work or if I get pulled away for work, we will usually let the other one know, hey, I'm about to step into a meeting. If you don't hear from me, this is why. And also, if we don't hear from each other for, a couple of hours at a time, we both understand that the other is at work.
Yes.
So we don't get upset about that.
Right.
But that is the dynamic of our relationship where we are constantly communicating.
Right.
However, I do know that there are.
Okay, I'm starting to get a little angry right now because, and I can see it over here. The thing is that I'm not saying to constantly communicate.
No.
I'm just saying.
So let me give you another example.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
So I wish you guys could see his face right now. So in other relationships that I have had and other relationships that I know that of friends of mine that are currently in, they don't necessarily have that same level of communication, and it's fine with them. For example, in a previous relationship, I rarely ever communicated with my partner that I made it to my location safely, that I was coming home, only in times where it was, if I was driving far, if it was something that, if the weather was bad, those were the
Right.
only times really that we communicated, hey, I made it safe, or I'm on my way home. There was
Right.
never really an issue. And at that point in my life, I viewed it as I'm a grown ass woman. I don't need to check in with anybody.
Right.
Now, with that being said,
Okay.
that was the dynamic in that relationship. So it was a little bit different. Now, I prefer to have that communication.
Right.
And I'm very glad that you and I have that.
I'm glad we do too. Because I'm passionate about this.
I see that.
I'm very passionate
He's super
about this
anxious right
because-
now, guys.
Yes, I am. And here's the reason. If you're in a relationship and you care about the person, why wouldn't you? I mean, if you were leaving,
Right.
I would hope that you would want to tell me, right? And me being me, or anyone that actually cares deeply about
Right.
the other person would want to know.
Oh, absolutely.
So
And
I don't understand. Hold on. I don't understand why anyone would not want to know that.
And that question is a question that a lot of people want to know, because there are a lot of friends of mine that get upset because it takes 2 seconds to send a message, and their significant other won't do that because, unfortunately, a lot of them, oh, I'm busy with work, or I'm busy with whatever.
It takes 5 seconds.
I know, and I agree with you, which is why
They
I'm
even
very
have,
grateful.
They even have like speech to text. You can even say it into the phone.
So this brings up a very great point, is that if you are not communicating with your partner effectively, or if you don't feel that your partner is communicating, you need to let them know that.
Yes. Yeah,
If
you
it's
do.
something that it doesn't bother you, it's working for you, then that's great. More power to you. But if either of you is not happy and would like to have more contact, then you need to let your partner know that, because you're both in the relationship together. It's not just one of you.
Right. It's a joint thing.
Exactly. And communicating, guys, isn't just about asking how your day is. Communicating isn't just about talking about what to get at the grocery store. Communicating is actually speaking and listening and being present in what your partner is saying and being open to hearing what your partner is saying. It's about emotional connection. It's not just about small talk.
Right. Perfectly said.
Thanks, babe.
Perfectly. So, I'm still a little bit on edge about this discussion.
He's rocking back and forth. It's pretty funny.
So please leave your opinions
Absolutely.
on our Facebook page.
We want to hear it.
Yes, I definitely want to be persuaded my way.
We should put a poll up. I think we'll put a poll to see which one.
Yes,
Which one got
yes,
us up? Yeah.
yes, definitely. So that's episode 3.
Yeah, we hope that you guys have been enjoying so far. Please be sure to follow the podcast. Please share, subscribe, all of the above. Leave your comments. We definitely need your help to make sure that we reach as many people as possible. And we will be having another contest very soon. And we will be announcing all of the information and the prize and all of those things. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Definitely. Stop by RRwithRR.com.
Yes.
For all of our social media buttons up there on the right-hand corner.
Yes.
So until next time, folks, thank you again for listening and the support. And we'll
Yes.
catch you
Next
in the
week.
next one. See ya.